Chapter 21, The Pool. They hit the stairwell again, moving faster now. The facility's evacuation alarm screamed overhead. Red emergency lights pulsing in sync with the growing hum vibrating through the walls. Metal steps clanged under their pounding feet, each level down amplifying the deep subsonic drone from the core chamber below. Adrian led, taking stairs two at a time. Maya's hand still gripped tight. Vance followed close, tablet clutched to his chest, face set in grim concentration. Halfway down, the pool hit. It started subtle, a gentle pressure behind the eyes like someone pushing softly from inside the skull. Maya stumbled on a landing, grabbing the rail. "You okay?" Adrian asked, turning back. She blinked hard, shaking her head. "Yeah, just..." The pressure sharpened. Maya gasped, "I feel it." Adrian nodded. His own chest tightened. "Me too." Vance slowed, watching them both. "Describe it." "Not words." Adrian said through gritted teeth. "It's direction." Maya pressed a hand on her temple, like something pointing, pulling. Vance tapped his tablet as they kept moving. Live feeds showed it spreading globally. People worldwide freezing mid-evacuation, mid-flight, mid-meal. Eyes are glazing, bodies are turning instinctively towards the nearest activation site. "Not just you," Vance said. "It's everyone." They hit the bottom landing. The core chamber door stood half open. Blue lights spilled out. The structure's glow now visible through the cracks. Adrian shoved it wide. The chamber had transformed. The central structure blazed now. The surface was alive with shifting energy veins that flowed and reconfigured like living circuitry. The air crackled with static, every inhale sharp with an ozone that the symbols at its core pulsed steady. 1 per second, perfectly synced with the orbital grid visible. Through the security monitors lining the walls, they felt it. Maya stopped short. It's breathing. Adrian felt the pull intensify, rooting him in place. His vision blurred at the edges. It's getting stronger. Vance moved to the nearest console, slamming override commands. Surface teams reporting mass movements. Millions are en route to the site. Adrian forced a step towards the structure. What are they doing up there? Vance pulled the feeds. In Tokyo, salarymen are streaming towards glowing subway stations. Faces are blank and their movements are synchronized. In London, crowds crossing Tower Bridge, single file, eyes are fixed upon the sky grid. In Sydney, entire office buildings emptying, workers walked towards coastal activation points glowing beneath the surface. "It's coordinating," Maya said. Her voice was tight. "It's like it's programming." The structure pulsed brighter. The pull hit harder. Adrian dropped to one knee, gripping a console edge. His free hand twitched towards the structure. "Adrian," Maya grabbed his shoulder. "Fight it!" "Not fighting," he grasped. "It's showing me." Vance spun from his console. "Showing what?" "Directions," Adrian managed. "They're not here. They're outward." Maya knelt beside him. Her own face strained. "I feel it too, like coordinates." Vance yanked diagnostic cables from the wall, plugging directly into the structure's access port. His tablet screamed error code. "The network's fully online," he said, bypassing all containment and protocol. The chamber screens multiplied, dozens now, showing activation sites worldwide, not just lighting up, they're aligning. Antarctica's ice structure linked first. Energy spikes were jumping to Chilean Andes sites. Gobi Desert nodes synced with the Himalayan peaks. Atlantic trench structures pulsed in time with the Pacific Rim sites. A massive geometric web formed across the planet, each node a glowing vertex in perfect formation. Maya forced herself upright, staring at the global map. "It's not random." "No," Vance said. "The primary network is coming online." Adrian pushed to his feet, breathing hard. The pull sharpened, not forcing movement, but clarifying its intent. Crystal clear now. "It's ready," he said. "For what?" Maya asked. Adrian turned towards the structure. The central symbol shifted, forming new patterns, coordinates, star charts, pathways between systems. Departure, he whispered. Vance's tablet beeped urgently. Orbital objects reached low in the atmosphere. Extraction window is opening. The chamber floor vibrated harder. The structure's glow intensified, casting everything in shifting blue-white light. Air pressure changed. Ears are popping like a rapid altitude shift. Maya grabbed Adrian's arm again. We can't let it, the pull peaked. Not pain, not force. Certainty. Adrian's eyes glazed. He took an involuntary step towards the structure. Maya yanked him back. Adrian! He blinked, fighting it. I see it. The endpoints. Worlds. Not ruins. Waiting. Vance ripped the cable free from his tablet. Surface evacuation failed. Crowds at primary sites now. Minutes from the full sink. Maya spun on Vance. How do we break it? Physical disruption, Vance said. Core matrix. But it's shielded. Adrian shook his head clear. Where? Vance pointed at the structure's base, an energy shield shimmering faintly around the critical components. There. But the field was like fry anything that will touch it. The screen showed catastrophic buildings. Beijing streets are emptying, save glowing structures. Mumbai trains are halted. Passengers are gone. Times Square is silent, facing skyward. Global population tracker, 180 million and climbing, now responding to the call. Maya looked from the screens to Adrian. We have to try. Adrian nodded, eyes hard. Power tools, anything to overload the shield. Vance grabbed a heavy current emergency cutter from the wall storage, a heavy industrial tool with a glowing plasma edge. Tested it against the air. Whined high. Will it work? Maya asked. Vance heaved it. One way to find out. The structure pulsed faster now. Chamber temperatures climbed. Sweet butt bead on the faces. Adrian grabbed Maya's hand one last time. Together, she squeezed back. Always. They moved towards the structure. The pull screamed inside of them. Departure imminent. Chapter 22. The Awakening. Adrian swung the plasma cutter hard. The glowing edge bit into the structure's energy shield with the defending screech. Sparks exploded outwards. Blue shields warping under the assault. The air ionized instantly, a sharp ozone smell mixing with the overheated metal. Keep pressure, Vance shouted over the noise. Maya braced Adrian's back, both hands locked on his shoulders as he leaned into the cut. The cutter whined higher. Shield was flickering erratically. It's giving! The chamber shook violently. Overhead conduits burst, spraying coolant that flash froze midair. Screens shattered across the wall. Global feeds were cutting into static, then snapping back. Tokyo subway stations were packed floor to ceiling with trance-faced crowds pulsing in sync. Cairo pyramids were ablaze with internal lights, thousands kneeling at the perimeter. Population response at 280 million, Vance yelled, monitoring his tablet through sparks. Extraction window is opening. Adrian gritted his teeth. Arms burning, shields cracked, jagged fractures are racing outwards. Almost, the structure fought back. A consecutive pulse slammed overwards. Out, Adrian flew back, cutter torn from his hands, crashing into the console. Maya hit the floor hard behind him. Vance ducked under the blast wave. The structure roared. Energy veins flared brilliantly white. Chamber floor buckled, massive seams splitting concrete. The central symbol burned retina bright. It's overwriting, Vance scrambled up. Global screens reignited, despite the damages. In New York, Times Square emptied. Billboards were frozen on twin suns images. Silenced crowds facing the sky grid with their arms raised. Sao Paulo fell silent. Entire populations walked single file toward glowing fusers. Mumbai, trains abandoned on the mid-platform. Passengers are flowing towards the console Activation zone now breaching the surface. In Sydney, Australia, Opera House crowds knelt facing submerged harbor structures rising through the water. Not chaos, precision. Adrian coughed, pushing up on scraped elbows. They're all doing the same thing. Maya grabbed his arms, pulling him upright. Her face bled from the glass shrapnel. What? Same positions, same timing. Vance's tablet screamed. Orbital object locked in geosynchronous positions directly overhead. Atmospheric grid fully deployed, spanning Earth like a fishing net. Below ground, the real activation began. Antarctica. The ice shelf structure fully emerged. Massive, crystal-like spires piercing atmospheres. Aurora-like energy arced towards the orbital anchor. In the Himalayas, mountain complexes breached the summits. Altitude sensors failed as the energy dome expanded skyward. The Mariana Trench, submerged sites erupted and surfaced. Tsunami warnings triggered worldwide as glowing torus rose from the seafloor. In the Gobi Desert, sand completely shed. Perfect geometric forms rotated slowly, emitting subsonic frequencies, registering on global seismographs. The chamber structure synced the last time, the final node in the planetary web. Its glow shifted from blue to searing white, the energy conduits bulging along the side of the walls. Maya staggered towards it. We can't stop it. Adrian grabbed her waist, pulling her back as the floor plates warped. Wait! Vance fought the damaged console. Override window is closing. Need manual core disruption. The structure symbol reconfigured. Departure coordinates burning into its surface. Not one destination, dozens. Star systems were blinking are active. Adrian stared, visions blurred again. It's not an evacuation. What? Maya yelled from over a rising roar. Redemption, he said. The pull, classification, and clarified completely now. It's not an escape. It's a reckoning. Global feeds showed the final convergence. In Beijing, Forbidden City silent. Millions knelt facing the center of the glowing plaza. In London, Parliament emptied, the Thames Bridge linked by human chains towards the buried Thames side complex. In Rio, Christ's statue crowds faced Corvinid activation sites pulsing beneath them. In Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills fell silent, freeways abandoned towards the glowing Griffith Observatory. Not destruction, alignment. Vance ripped open the structure's access panels, plasma torch in hand. The shield was gone, but the internal matrix glowed lethally. Core exposed, he shouted, but it'll kill whoever. Adrian stepped forward. Me. Maya spun, grabbing his arm hard enough to bruise. No! The structure locked eyes with him somehow. Recognition passed between them. It's keyed on me, Adrian said. Has been since the rooftop. Vance hesitated with a touch. You're sure? Adrian nodded. Pulling became certainty. I remember enough now. Maya's grip tightened. Adrian! He turned, cupping her face fast. You stay. You fight. Whatever happens. The chamber reached critical. Walls cracking. Air ionizing. Global networks fully online. Orbital object pulse final activation sequence. Adrian grabbed the torch from Vance. Get her out! Vance pulled Maya back. She fought, screaming his name. Adrian touched the core matrix. Light consumed everything. Chapter 23. The Truth of the System. Control Room 3. Surface level. Maya slammed against the control room door. Vance shoving it shut behind them just as the stairwell erupted in white light from below. The blast wave hit a second later. Glass panels shattered inward. Consoles exploded in showers of sparks. They dove behind the main desk as ceiling tiles crashed down. Is he? Maya choked, coughing through the smoke. Vance yanked a backup line terminal. Hands shaking. Alive? Maybe. The room plunged into an emergency red glow. Shattered screens flickered back online. Global feeds crackling through interference. New York, Times Square. A teen named Jaden, 16 years old, a skateboard frozen mid-trick on a red step. Eyes glowing twin suns blue, walking trance-like towards the glowing subway grate. Thousands behind him. Sao Paulo. Maria, 19. A mother clutching toddler Sophia. Both faces are blank. Join the silence line towards the Metro Fuser. The baby doesn't cry. Mumbai, Coastal Street. Ravi, 22. Engineering student in mid-text. Phone drops. Walks towards harbor activation, joining millions, flowing like the river. Rio, Corcovado base. Lila, 17. She's a street vendor. Abandons her cart mid-sail, climbs towards Christ's statue pulsing above the hidden structure. Not random, Adrian's voice crackled behind them. They spun. Adrian stood in the doorway, the plasma torch smoking in his hand. Uniforms burned black, face streaks with soot, eyes haunted. "You're alive," Maya breathed, scrambling up. Barely. He staggered forward, dropping the torch. I saw everything. Vance pulled a fresh display live. Talk. Adrian leaned on the console, breathing hard. Not departure. It's a reckoning. Global feeds confirmed it. Billions now moving. Don't panic. Precision. Every major population center emptied towards the sites. Transfaced are identical. Tokyo subway. Haru, 15 years old, a schoolgirl mid-notebook sketch, drops her pencil, joins all the salarymen flowing underground towards a glowing platform. London Bridge. Ellie, age 20, barista, mid-shift, walks out with apron on, crossing Thames with a human chain. It's coordinated, Maya said, like programming. Adrian nodded. They're checkpoints, Vance corrected. They're anchors. He slammed the new projection live. Lines snapped between active sites, crisscrossing continents, oceans, atmospheres. Perfect geometric web spanning Earth. Each city, minor character, and mark as a conversion point. Jaden, Maria, Ravi. They're not random, Adrian said. Locals nods. First responders. Maya started at Maria and Sophie's feed. That baby. Feels it too, Adrian finished. There's no age cutoff. Vance traced primary flows. Energy matrix is forming, not escape vectors. Adrian straightened despite the pain. Departure system. The room went dead quiet, leaving Earth. Maya turned slow, the voices breaking. Adrian nodded. Return means what? She shook her head first. No, we don't do that. Maya's not choosing, Vance said, pulling orbital feed. The object locked geosynchronous grid spanning horizon. Adrian's eyes flashed, always a choice. Not if the system decides. Vance showed extraction projections, billions vanishing into light columns. Maya's stomach nodded. We chose to forget. Maybe we chose this too. Silence hit heavy. Adrian felt a pull return. Stronger. Clearer. Not forcing. It was inviting, yet waiting. Jaden Feds showed it a New York City kid. Reached the subway grate. The platform was glowing. A light column engulfed him. Gone. Maria and Sophie were next. Fuser swallowed them. Global countdown. 3.7 billion responding. Adrian grabbed Maya's hand. We have to move. Where? She whispered. Here. Primary extraction. The core nexus. The structure below roared, the facility trembling violently now. The ceiling cracked, air iodized. Adrian pulled Maya towards the exit. We break it. Now. Vance snatched the emergency kit. West maintenance tunnel. Bypass shields. They ran. Minor characters feeds blinking out of worldwide. The light columns are rising. Jaden, Maria, Ravi, Lila, Haru, Ellie. First, not last. Chapter 24. The Choice Revealed. West Maintenance Tunnel. The tunnel was claustrophobic. Bare concrete walls, dripping condensation, energy lights flickering red overhead, the air thick with electrical burn. The floor vibrated constantly now, each step fighting to pull that claw deeper into their minds. Adrian led. Energy kit was slung over his shoulder. The plasma cutter was swinging at his hip. Maya stayed inches behind, breathing raggedly. Vance brought up the rear, the tablet in his hand. It's stronger, Maya gasped, one hand pressed on the temple, like it's in my bones. Adrian nodded, jaw clenched, same. It feels right. Don't say that, she snapped, grabbing his arm hard. Don't let it. Vance's voice came tight behind. Resonance frequency, rewriting decision center, free will degrades at 80% sync. Already? Maya asked. Adrian hit 92% in the chamber. Vance said, You've got 67. I'm at 54. Adrian stumbled against the tunnel wall. Visions swarm. Twin suns overlaying the concrete. City curves are flickering behind rusted pipes. Thousands are waiting. Adrian! Maya slapped his face. Eyes here. He blinked hard, focusing on her face. I see it. The endpoints. The worlds. Not ruined. It's perfect. They're not home, she said fiercely. The pool countered instantly. Memories are flooding. Not his. Theirs. Endless expansion. Systems are thriving under their shaping. Natural order is perfected. It feels like home, he whispered. Maya grabbed both of his shoulders, focusing on his eyes. Listen to me. That was them, not us. We live here. School, rooftop night, bad coffee. My stupid bracelet. Bracelet? Adrian frowned through the haze. You gave it to me back in sophomore year, she said fast. After I lost it, I fought with my brothers. Said it looked better on me. Remember? He blinked. Pool is loosening fraction. Yes. She pressed his forehead to his. Pizza at 2 a.m. when you couldn't sleep. Countless stars till dawn. Me yelling at you for sneaking into buildings. That's us. The tunnel shook violently. Ceiling chunks crashed behind them. Vance ducked from the flying concrete. Core nexus ahead, he yelled. 30 meters. Adrian pulled Maya forward. Stay with me. Pull hit him hard. Return. Fix mistakes. Become whole. He froze mid-step. Maya spun him. What now? Showing me. Numbers, Adrian said. Population models. Earth hits critical density in 87 years. Resources collapse, 94. Ecosystem failure, 98. Vance caught up. Same projections I ran. The system's not wrong. Maya whirled at him. That's not helping. It's true, Vance said. We repeat or reset. Adrian's eyes glazed. They waited. Built better. No consumption cycles. Harmony. Harmony without us, Maya countered. You want that? Pool flooded his memories. They're memories. Spies touching stars. Worlds breathing in sync. No conflict. No death. It's better. No, Adrian growled, shaking his head violently. That's them, not me. Maya grabbed his face. Right, you're Adrian, who burns pizza, who argues constellation, who kissed me first on that rooftop when the signal appeared. He blinked. Did I? She nodded fiercely, clumsily. Telescope between us. Best bad kiss ever. The pool is screaming internally. Lies. Earth is temporary. Return to your true self. Adrian staggered. It knows. Saw the kiss in my head. Then it knows you choose me, Maya said. Stay messy. Stay human. Stay. Vance checked the tunnel ahead, a massive blast door glowing with the energy shield. Nexus Core was behind the door. The cutter won't phase it. Adrian hefted the plasma torch. Then we blow it. Pull, clarification, final time. Choose now. Return completes you. Stay diminished. Global counter has hit 4.1 billion. Light columns are visible through the tunnel vents. Humanity is ascending worldwide. Adrian raised a cutter. Maya, stay, she whispered. The shield flared as the cutter hit. Sparks were blinding. The metal screamed. Pulls peaked. Final temptation. Perfect worlds. Perfect self. Her, too. Adrian saw it. Maya beside him under the twin suns. No earth scars. No human flaws. The cutter slipped from the sweat-slick hands. Adrian, Maya dove, grabbing the tool with him. Both hands white-knuckled on the grip. The shield cracked. Adrian met her eyes through the sparks. You too? She nodded, straining. Always. The shield shattered. Core Nexus glowed beyond. The final decision point. Chapter 25. The Memory Restored. The Nexus core chamber blasted open. A wall of searing heat hit them first. Ionized air shimmering like a furnace. The massive hexagonal core suspended in the center by throbbing energy teats. Unlike the smaller structure above, this was colossal, stadium-sized, surface-crawling with fractal patterns that shifted faster than eyes could trace. The floor vibrated under a continuous low thunder, every surface glowing white-hot. Adrian and Maya stumbled through the breach, plasma cutter still smoking in their locked hands. Vance staggered behind them, shielding his face from the radiant glare. Jesus, Maya breathed, squinting. That's the heart. Adrian nodded, pulling, hitting like a physical blow. Vision tunneled. Twin suns are overlaying the core glare. Yeah. The chamber spanned carnivorously, carved directly from the bedrock with unnatural precision. Conduits thick as train cars snaked from core to unseen depths, pulsing synchronized with orbital grid visibility through massive skylight domes overhead. Beyond glass, the geometric object burned horizon to horizon. Final activation is seconds away. Global counter, 4.8 billion synced. Core Matrix Center, Vance shouted over a roar. Dispute the tethers. Adrian pulled Maya forward, boots sliding on molten slick floors. Stay with me. Halfway across the final memory hit. Adrian froze. The world flipped seamlessly. He stood under the twin suns again, but he was not alone. Thousands upon thousands filled the metallic plain before him, stretching endlessly. All idyllic, tall, refined, silver-skinned, catching the light. It was silent, facing outward. The same figure that materialized beside him. This was the moment, it said. Adrian's voice shook. What moment? The figure swept his arms across the horizon. The sky didn't crack. It opened. Pathways ignited between the stars, brilliant white threads weaving infinitely. Not portals, bridges. They were stable and they were infinite. You had a choice, the figure said, continues at the creators, or charge as exiles. Adrian's chest tightened. We choose Earth. Yes, to forget, to survive. He turned slowly, scanning the sea of faces. Then why repeat it? The figure met his gaze, eyes like endless space. You repeat, cycle, intelligent communes, embedded, system tests, fail, reset, pass, ascend. Adrian stumbled back. Ascend where? Figures gestured pathways, home, the true system. Memories flooded, not visions, knowledge, their knowledge. Spires touching the stars, worlds in harmony, no waste, no death, perfection. Adrian gasped back to the chamber, Maya gripping his hand. Adrian, talk to me. Show me the choice, he panted. The last time. They stood exactly like this. He pointed at the core. Thousands have decided. Vance wrestled the conduit panel open. Nearby sparks were flying. Deciding what? To reset, Adrian said, or keep going, keep consuming. Maya's eyes widened, and we chose to reset. Earth was tested, Adrian nodded. Live small, prove resistance. Core tethered snapped overhead. Energy whip cracking air. The ceiling groaned. Dome glass spiderwebbed above. Vance yelled from the panel. Tether infantry failing. Core destabilizing. Adrian stared at the suspended matrix. They're doing it again. Right now. Worldwide. Global feeds flickered on the cracked wall screens. New York. Jaden reached the subway core. The light column consumed him upwards. In Rio, Leela knelt at the convocate nexus, vanishing in the flush. Mumbai, Ravi's engineering mind sank last, smiled before extraction. 4.9 billion. 5.1 billion. Counter accelerated. Poole hit Adrian hardest now. The core recognized him. You chose before. Choose again. Memories were layered. Standing along thousands under twin suns. Voting. Resetting, winning by fractions. Maya grabbed his face. Adrian, here, with me. He blinked hard. I voted last time. I saw my hand raise. Her grip has tightened. Then vote differently. The core tethered, explosion nearby. Plasma waves knocked Vance flat. Conduits burst, flooding the chamber with coolant steam. Adrian lunged for the central matrix, Maya matching his stride. The pool screamed internally. Returns complete. Stay diminished. The matrix surface crawled. The final countdown and the glyphs burned into metal. The orbital grid outside peaked brilliantly. 5.4 billion synced. Extraction imminent. Adrian slammed the plasma cutter into the Matrix's heart. The blades were screamed against the alien alloy. Sparks blinded. Metal was resisting. Maya added her hands, both straining now. Stay. Poole countered. Perfect worlds, here too. She can come. It will be complete. The vision flashed. Maya under twin suns behind him. No earth scars, eternal. The cutter slipped a millimeter. Poole was winning. Maya screamed through a gritted teeth. Rooftop! Telescope! Us! Memory cut through. Her laugh. Stars. Signal first appearing. Humans. They're messy, but they're real. Adrian roared, forcing the cutter deeper. The matrix cracked. Core has shrunk. Frequency penetrating to the bone. Tether snapped. Chain reaction has happened. The chamber is collapsing. Global counter, 5.4 billion. Orbital grid is flickering. Adrian yanked Maya back as a matrix exploded outward, containing blast waves, slamming them into the wall. Their ears rang. Their vision has blackened. When sight returned, the core hung dark, silent. Global feed showed light columns, winked out of worldwide, Jaden's empty street, Maria's abandoned fissure, Ravi's harbor still. Vance growed upright. You stopped it. Adrian pulled Maya close. They were both shaking. Did we? The matrix symbols flickered once. New glyph was forming. Not departure, but judgment.